honestly exhausted. Yesterday I had a really big deficit, feeling the downfall, the negative effects from it. I'm still eating really nicely. I still get to enjoy my food. I just trying to lose that extra weight so the week of the fight I really don't need to do much besides just rest, recoup, do some active recovery, just a little bit of light things and not have to worry about my weight.
A way to divide my heart and my mind. If you find out.
That was the week ending with some rope, just to cut a few more calories. Again, you guys can see the difference from yesterday and today, how tired I was yesterday. Today we're a little bit more energetic.
Hide, pride, it covers your eyes. Blind, we both wear different disguises. I try to find a way to divide my heart and my mind. If you find out now what you're looking for, it's okay, I don't mind. Let's not waste any more time.
We just finished weigh-ins not too long ago. The weight cut from last night hit me hard. I lost more than I would have wanted to. So I was feeling like really fatigued this morning. But I did drink my Pedialyte that I had about 1 liter to 2 liters of water mixed with Pedialyte in total. Since I'm going to fight in about 3 hours around, I'm just having a little snack. I don't want anything too heavy because I don't really like to fight on a full stomach. I went to go see the guy and he said his jaw might be broken. For me, we're gonna ice 45 minutes on to an hour on and then an hour off for the rest of the day. So I'm good for tomorrow. My mom and my dad, they're happy I won, but the coaches were happy, but that weight cut from last night was hard and it hit me hard during the fight and I got tired really quickly. And I'm not happy with myself, but today I'm gonna have a good time to recoup. And today I felt every time I wanted to go in, I felt like I could come in and then I couldn't come out. Like my legs didn't want to let me. Like I didn't have the energy to do it. But hopefully tonight and I recoup and rest and stretch and make sure I'm good to go for tomorrow. Just came back from weigh-ins this morning. Everything went well. I feel way better than I did yesterday. But the issue is my hand. So I went to the doctor. He said, no, you can't fight. I'm not letting you fight. Even though you feel great, I don't want anything to, typical medical procedures, guidelines that they follow. No, so I'm gonna go get an x-ray on my hand, make sure everything's okay. I'm deemed second place, but I didn't want to be deemed the pussy. So I made the weight, I went there, and in my book, my boxing license book, the doctor said no. Back home from this weekend, swelling kind of went down into my wrist right now. I have less range of motion than I did a couple of days ago. I don't know if it's broken. I don't know if I'm gonna get to go to Canadian Championships because of my hand. That's the update. I'm back, get the x-ray, see what's up. But I don't know what's gonna happen. Hi, Dr. Elkabas told me to call to see my results for an x-ray. I'm okay. I just really want to know what's up with my hand. There's a fracture. Where? Okay. Yes! I want to cry right now. Everything's okay with my hand. We're good to go. I just can't do anything about it right now, so I'm gonna call my therapist and start taking care of my hand. And the only fracture that she did say was from my elbow. I got my elbow rechecked. There was a past fracture that happened, which I'm very surprised about because I never knew that I fractured my elbow whatsoever. So I'm really happy that I got that x-ray done. But for my hand, we're good to go. Coach, we're gonna get the workout in. What are we doing today?
We're gonna do some plyo power and some conditioning, basically.
See what happens. I'll see you guys on the deck. What up guys, it's your boy Datsit, Zach here, and today is fight day for me. So I kind of just want to take a step outside and kind of walk before the fight happens. It's supposed to be in a couple of hours. At the weigh-ins, I walk in and I see this massive guy and they're like, oh yeah, that's your opponent. It's like, are you sure it's 92 kilos? Because they told me I could be max 93, so I'm 92 now. And they're like, yeah, that's your opponent. He gets on the scale and he's like 114 kilos. And it was like, no, that's not what we said. So like Team Quebec and the guys, they're like, no, we're not gonna let you fight, this is ridiculous, this doesn't make any sense, to finding out that, hey, you are fighting him, because if not, you came to Poland to not fight, and I really did not come here to not fight, especially after my last tournament. If you guys do follow me on Instagram, you heard that my opponents pulled out and I was granted the win.
Skazany na walkę, mam w kurwie energii i gniew. Ja plus załoga jak studzianki w ogniu, my czterej pancerni i rzeź. Ryzyko wciąż mrozi w nas krew, z ekipą gotowi na śmierć. Efekt motyla przeznaczenia, droga gdzie spadają głowy jak deszcz. Ja, moi ludzie, same agresywne świry, pełne szeregi szaleńców. Płota do podłogi jak podostrze gilotyny. Nie proś nas o przebaczenie, bo my nie bierzemy jeńców. W oczach szubienice, widać tobie przerażenie, jakby przeczucie podpowiadało, co wisi w powietrzu. Krwawe ślady wojny, pole bitwy, to nasza ręcienka, linia frontu, koniec, jeden strzał, czy nie ma leszczu. Jeden za wszystkich w triumfie, uniesiona pięść. Zimna relacja, myśliwy, ofiara, krew topnieje w dłoniach jak śnieg. Przeszywa jak w horrorach szept, przenika przez słowa jak stres. Ziemy tam granice odwagi i strachu, i wszystkie działa na cel.
I had a great camp. I had a great weight cut. This was the first time that I switched my diet around to more of a keto type diet. Not keto fully, but more keto type diet. I changed my regime of recovery protocol, of sleep. I changed everything. And 2 days ago, I was 202 pounds. I've never been 202 pounds without having to cut some water weight. So I was 202 pounds. I had to weigh in at 200 Friday at 12 o'clock. Mind you, today is Saturday. Before I start the weight cut, I got a phone call from a couple of the girls that I went to Poland with, and they said, Zach, are you still coming to Quebec City to fight? I said, of course I'm coming. I'm cutting weight. I have a guy in my category finally, and definitely gonna be there. And they're like, are you sure? Because there's no one in your category. And I was like, I froze for a second and I'm like, what do you mean there's no one in my category? Like, I just checked last night, there was somebody there. And then they said, no, like the list is up, the final subscription list is up. They're gonna make the draw of who's gonna fight who tonight. Go check. So I go check and there's no one in my category. So I'm deemed the winner by default again. I'm gonna show you guys what we're eating. Started off with some buckwheat pancakes. I got a medium banana, got some raspberries, maple syrup, coconut shavings. This is sunflower butter. Then we got a vegan tortilla wrap with spinach, avocado, and cucumber inside with a little bit of salt, a little extra avocado on the side because I only used half. And then just some cucumber pieces. Cold brew coffee that I made with coconut milk, coconut oil. mixed bean scramble with some turmeric, black pepper, drenched in coconut milk. So that's pretty much this is. Added 250 grams of broccoli, added a medium avocado. That's all that's in here. We're keeping the calories low because we are in the cut, and then also just to make sure for Saturday that we are at that 215, 214, like 214 to 216. That's what my coach told me to be. So I want to make sure I'm that weight. And then from then on, after Saturday, we'll start doing like proper cuts and the meals and everything. But for now, just a couple of days of like longer fast instead of just like a typical 12 to 16. Today, I think was a 21-hour fast pretty much. Good morning, guys. These are the weigh-ins. I'll put them on the screen on the side so you can see kind of like the fluctuations that happen throughout the weigh-in. It depends on so many factors, whether did you eat the night before, did you have a lot of water, did you do a workout at night. So like really it plays a lot, but my weight pretty much stayed constant, and I just had micro increases from like 0.3 to like 1 pound of muscle mass, and then now the decreases are going to be gradual, and from now on I'm probably going to try to drop around after this Saturday a pound a week. So it's been a couple of days since my loss happened here at Nationals in Vancouver in 2019. These past 2 days I've been really like reflecting on the fight, my past like 2 years of training, my past couple of years of training, and just really reflecting and looking back at the fight and what I did and what I didn't do. The good news is I still have October that's coming this after in about 8 months to qualify myself to go to the Continental Games, or it's like Nationals all over again in January in 2020, and then the Continental Games where it's you got to get top 3, and then if you get top 3 you get to go to the Olympic trials, and then from there you got to get top 2 or something like that to qualify for the 2020 Olympics next summer. I find that this camp I really wasn't ready. A lot of things were happening. That's all on me, not blaming anyone else. It's all my fault. My hand wasn't going well, so I had like less sparring sessions. I didn't put enough time in doing what I used to do in the past. That's what I need to do. I really have to step up my game and work on those mistakes and put the hours in. There's nothing negative about failing, guys. You've never seen anyone succeed in the world without failing. That's where they learn the mistakes, and that's where they become even better and better. And if you have to fail 9 times so you can get to where you need to get, that's what's going to happen, and that's what's happening with me. I don't care. It's just me reflecting, looking at the fight like 5-6 times, looking at it with my dad, talking with my coaches, and just really figuring something out to make a plan, to have a plan that I can follow, and that we all agree on the same thing, and that's what we're going to work on so that we can get to where we need to get as a team. Because yes, fighting is like a single sport, but at the end of it, you're a team together that trains and to get where you need to get. And that's it.